Hello, welcome back to my channel. Today I'd like to discuss a budget and an Excel sheet, or maybe it's a Google Doc sheet. I will possibly make both of these available, and I will walk through this budget and go through some items of which are important to try to reduce, and then we will try to find out our financial fire number, our financial independent number, and so that's what we will do in this session. All right, let's get started. So as you can see, my screen now is showing the monthly budget, and we have the monthly paychecks here for Jack and Jill. Of course, you can change anything you want. I will try to lock down some fields so that the formulas won't get all goofed up. But yeah, let's start putting in our paychecks. Most people are paid biweekly, I'm assuming, and there are 26 paychecks if you are paid biweekly. And if you break that down, that is roughly 2.17 paychecks per month. So sometimes you may have three paychecks, sometimes you may have two, and they may alternate. So sometimes Jack might have three, and Jill might have three, okay? But most of the time, we will always have four, maybe five occasionally, okay? So in this case, we have four. So this is 1 month, and so this is totaling how much Jack and Jill made this month, and this is how much they have spent. So I will go over this column right here in a few seconds here. So what we're seeing here is the 1 month of paychecks and the monthly spending, and then we have a savings of $18.83. And over here to the right, we see each month we are making the $18.83, and then we have $225.96 profit out of the year, which is really, really, really tight. But yeah, if your budget is, if you have all your savings and your retirement all inside of here, and your budget is correct, then this could theoretically be zero. So let's go through here. And we added some retirement contributions. I would like to see everyone contributing to the 401k, traditional or Roth. If you're younger, I'm going to point you to the Roth. If you're not making a lot of money, Roth is probably the better bet to contribute to. If you're in your higher income years of your life, you probably want to contribute to a normal traditional 401k, because that then reduces your taxable income. So we're kind of hiding money from the tax guy, the government, and later on we can use that money to move it into Roth IRAs and stuff like that. So we can use it and get less tax at a different time in our life. So right now we may be making a lot of money, let's say, and then let's say in 20 years you're going to be retired, you're not making any money. That's the best time to do your Roths, as long as you are not pulling all your Social Security and your, if you have RMDs or something like that. So like RMDs are required minimum distributions for, I think, a 72-year-old. So hopefully we're not at that point and we don't have to get RMDs right now. So anyway, so a minimum of 6%. So why do I say minimum 6%? Most employers will match 6%. So by you not going with that 6%, then you will not be gaining, any free money. So 6% is free money from your employer. Okay, that's where that number comes in. And down here, I just quickly show this is your financially independent number, your FIRE number. So FIRE stands for Financially Independent Retire Early, and this is saying it's going exactly as your expenses say here. So $4,043 is your need for each month, okay? And then per year, that's approximately $50,000, okay? And then based on Bill Bengen's 4% rule, you will need 1.212 million. Let's just round it up to 1.13 million dollars invested in diversified portfolios. So I'm going to say, stocks, bonds, maybe some REITs, real estate, maybe some gold, and definitely have some cash on the side too, for just in case bad times happen. So anyway, okay, that's your fire number. So we'll see how that number changes if we can reduce any of our expenses. So in this column over here, I have our needs, okay? And then over here, I have our wants. And our needs are, what do we really need? Do we need a house? Do we need to live somewhere? Yes. So there, you need a house, you need food, you need water, you need electricity, you need heat. So these are very important things. So let's say this family, Jack and Jill here, they have a house mortgage of $1,200 a month, okay, and property tax. This usually they send it twice a year. You have winter taxes, you have summer taxes, and those taxes I break them down. So if let's say it's $150 a month. One second, let me pull this over here. 150 a month times 12 months, $1,800. So maybe it's $500 in the winter time, and then $1,300 in the summertime or something. Okay, so we break it down per month. Special tax on properties. Some places like California have a special tax on properties. Some places have HOA fees. So home, I have to look up the name of that. HOA is if you are living in a subdivision and you have to pay that monthly fee. Sometimes 100, $200. So it definitely adds up. Homeowners insurance. That's where you need to have insurance for your house, just in case of fire, flood, theft, things like that. Home maintenance, things break in our houses. We got our water heaters, our furnaces, shingles, roof, everything can go bad on the house, over time. Usually it doesn't happen, you know, all together. Okay. Then we have a water sewer per month. We have trash. In my case, my trash is on my property tax. Okay. Then we have electricity. So this is your monthly bill on electricity, gas, toll roads. If you're driving a lot, if you're in Chicago, you're gonna pay a lot of tolls, I'm sure. Cell phone. So $75. I broke this down to like $25 a person, which is actually what I pay. So that's really good. That's using a company called Visible. It's basically from Verizon, but yeah, it's called Visible. Car gas. So depending on the model, mileage, gas mileage of your vehicle. Here's car gas per month. Then we get oil changes, car repairs. So this is kind of like probably just a little envelope. You put $25 in that envelope, and you pay for your oil changes on your car. And now we got car insurance. Okay, this all depends on what kind of car you got. If you got an older one, you got normal, just basic insurance on it. Then of course you can keep that low. Car payments. I have zero car payment in this one, and so this is if you lease or if you have a loan. This is where this would come in. DMV renewals. So these are your license and tags on your car. You break that down per month. So maybe it's $300 per year. You divide that by 12, and you get your $25. And here we got our groceries. Do we need groceries? Of course we do, but we can live on, less expensive groceries. All right, here's our wants. So now some of the wants, maybe we gotta. Oh, this is just for the Sam's Club or Costco membership fee. So 917 times 12 is I think 120 or something like that. So that's about that one. Eating out. These are things that we could probably reduce. Okay. So we got eating out, we got shopping, we got a vacation savings account. So if you are planning on going on vacation and you want to save up for that monthly. So let's put in 350 times 12. So that's $4,200. Hopefully that's enough for you and your family to enjoy a week or two in your favorite destination. So that's broken down per month for you. So that's how much I would put into a little bank account, a savings plan, or an envelope. So that's money that you will have for your vacation. Okay. Christmas savings, $80. So 80 times, 12 is I think close to 1,000. So that's if you got kids, you're probably going to be spending $1,000 or something on everybody. So house cleaner, things we don't need, but maybe you want. Gardener, and then cable. Then we got internet. Internet's pretty necessary nowadays, but I put it into once. Sometimes you want the high tiered items, the fastest fiber or something like that. So you can actually reduce that, I'm sure, just by going with the basic, 300 megabytes down or something like that, or 3 megabytes down. Then we got Netflix, okay, Amazon Prime. This is broken down per month, of course. Sirius Satellite and Xbox Live, and then we got some extras that we just put in here. So, in this budget, we are very, very close to equaling out, and we only have $18.83. So, things that we can reduce are, we can step down to a smaller house if needed. We could go to a different area, go to a different state. And if you are working remote, you could possibly reduce this. It's geo arbitrage. Working, in a cheaper area, but making good money. And property tax does make a difference where you live. Property taxes in, let's say, Georgia versus Tennessee, there might be a difference in there. Indiana's fairly cheap, I know. So, and then HOA, if you live in a newer subdivision, they probably want an HOA fee. So these are things that we can reduce. Home insurance, definitely need her home insurance, okay? Home maintenance, okay. What can we reduce here? All right, let's say we are not, we don't have a car. We're in a location which has access to everything. So let's get rid of that car. Holy cow. That's going to save us quite a bit. So DMV renewal, no car oil changes needed, no gas needed. Look at all those. Okay. So if you were close to where you worked, or you didn't even need a car, you maybe just took the subway, you're in New York, nobody wants a car in New York, we just saved 548 bucks, approximately that. And our new number here, so let me fix this. This one should represent, let me go over here, should represent that guy right there. Okay. Now we have just reduced our amount of our fire number here. So now our fire number says we only need 3,500 bucks a month, and we need yearly $42,000 a year. So now our total investment we need is basically $1 million. $1,053,000. So if there's anything else we could reduce in here, let's say vacation, we drop this down to 300 bucks for vacation. Now all of a sudden, now we're getting close to that $1 million. Now, $1 million sounds very, very far away, but if you are saving for 10 to 20 years, you can achieve $1 million by putting your money into a diversified portfolio over time. Even just when you're younger, you could just put it into like a VTI, which is a total stock market fund, or a VOO, which is a 500, 500 different stocks within one investment. So great things to do when you're young. Start that when you're young. So this tells us you need that $1 million. Here, I do have this new tab open here. This is the Coast Fire Calculator made by marriagekidsandmoney.com. Okay. So they have calculators here, and then we have the Coast Fire Calculator. Okay. So let's go and let's put in our age. Let's assume that Jack is 35 years old, and he wants to retire at 50. Okay. And his annual spending, as we saw in his budget, is 41,558. Let's put in that 41,558. Okay. So then we say he currently has $75,000 in his investments, or 401k, or Roth, or whatever you want, and he's not contributing anything right now. He doesn't plan to. Maybe he's changing jobs or something, but we most likely want to continue contributing. Okay. Now we have investment growth. So the S&P 500, I believe, has grown and will average out around 9%. And I could be wrong there, but yeah, 9%. And then we get inflation rate. This varies. It's, recently it's been rather high, but I think it's, lowered now. And then we got our safe withdrawal rate, which is that 4%, and that 4% is this 4% right here. Okay. So now we have investment fees. Now, if you're a part of Vanguard or Schwab or something like that, they will charge you investment fees. So you want to choose ETFs that have low investment fees if possible. It's usually wise to choose ETFs with low investment fees. So we're going to do a calculate here, okay? And then this is telling me that we need to increase our contributions to achieve Coast Fire. Without any more contributions, you may have only 389,000 at retirement. So we're not going to have enough. So we need to change something in our spending thing. So let's say that we will start doing a monthly contribution of, let's see how much we were able to put $600 in that monthly contribution, and let's see what happens there. Okay, $600. We still will need more. This may only provide $45,000 annual income in retirement. So, I gotta change this. We don't need that much money. We only need 41,558, which I thought I changed. 41,558. Okay. Why does it automatically jump to 60? I don't know. It's 41. Let me just put in 42,000 and see what happens. That's a weird little bug. I didn't see that before. Aha. I think we're good now. Let's see. Did it do something goofy again? Yeah, it removed my contributions. We said what, 450? 598. Okay, 598. Let's do nice round numbers. Okay, maybe it's got an issue with this paper. Okay. It will take approximately 25 years invested assets to reach your Coast File number. At that point, without any more contributions, we'll have $1,052,000. This will provide $42,000 of annual income in retirement. And if you continue to contribute until your retirement age, you may have 1.161 million. And this will provide a annual income of 46,455. All right. So one thing I have to point out is eventually we will pay off our homes, and eventually we'll pay off cars if we have them. So that number really, really changes quickly, and so does you get a raise. Most people get 3% raise per year. So this number will disappear eventually, and we still have to keep property tax forever. But yeah, we will get raises. So this 1256 will increase every single year. Hopefully, most employers will give that. But as soon as we remove that mortgage, we now have 1798 monthly savings now, and now our fire number has drastically decreased. So let's not have like inflation creep. Let's keep your cost of living low, and when we can do that, now our fire number is 27,158. So let's put that at $27,000. Okay, and we're contributing 1,800. So $27,000. Okay, and then we're contributing 1,800. Let's hopefully this works. Calculate. Everything looks like it stayed the same. Good. Okay. And did it change my age of retirement? I think it did. Yes, it did. All right. So I'm going to go back and change this to 50. 50 years old. Calculate. Okay. Looks like everything is correct. All right. So it will take you approximately 13 years doing this. So once you paid off that home and you have that extra cash, now it's only going to take 13 years to reach fire. So we are at right here, 48 years old, you'll actually hit your Coast File number. Let's read this here. At that point, without any more contributions, you may have basically $700,000 at retirement. This will provide let's round it up, $28,000 annual income in retirement. Okay, and if you continue to contribute until your retirement age, you will have $764,000 at retirement. This will provide 30,592. So this I hope this has showed you a good example of what you can do with your budget and how you can adjust and how your monthly savings um, will definitely lower your amount, that you need for the 4% rule, your fire number. So if you have this much savings, it definitely contributes to you getting to fire much faster. So I hope this was a good example of a budget and a few coast fire, scenarios. We just got to pay attention to the numbers that we put in there and see what it recalculates, make sure it doesn't default at 65, age 65 again. But yeah, so hopefully this was beneficial to you, and yeah, hopefully you learned something from it. So, thank you.